Oh, thank you. Thank you. Welcome to the United States. Here are my students.
Yes. So nice to see you all. Good morning.
We we are very excited to meet with
Hello,
you. Thank you for having us.
Yes,
Good
it's our pleasure.
afternoon.
It's our pleasure. It's a good evening here.
Yes, good morning here and good afternoon there.
Yes, East and West collaboration.
I love it.
Yes. So I'd like to give the opportunity to one of my students and who is joining now from his home because it is almost 8 p.m. here in India. So we are out of school, but still we are available for you. Maheshwar, please interact with wonderful students from the U.S.A. and thankful to Murphy ma'am. Maheshwar,
thank you, ma'am. Thank you with
Oh, thank
interacting in USA students. Good morning,
thank
students. My name is Maheshwar. I am an eighth grader from GPHS Penmaka. I would like to ask you a question. My question is, how do you integrate technology effectively across all subjects in fifth grade classrooms in the USA?
That is a wonderful question. And thank you so much for joining us, even though you're not in school right now. That shows a lot of commitment. I'm going to let my students raise their hand and I'll let maybe two of them give you a quick answer about technology. All right, Zoe, can you come up? All right, this is my student named Zoe, and she's going to tell you a little bit about how we use technology.
yes, please.
So we use on our computers we use an app called so you can just run field and grade levels.
So yeah,
Thank you.
one way that we use our computers is through online programs that help us practice, especially math is what we love to practice on IXL, but it also offers reading, social studies, and science. So that's one way we use technology. Oh, and it does have games.
Well, here's the thing. My dad works with technology, so I know quite a lot. Um, we use Google Slides and Docs to make little presentations, such as I have my own presentation about the human body, about the muscular system and skeletal system and other systems. I still have to work on it because there's a lot, and we can use links to share it with other people through Gmail or through the share on the page.
My question is, what strategies do you use to support students with different learning levels in one classroom?
That's a great question. So we all have a very open conversation about we're all good at different things. And so some of us are superstars at math, and some of us just either struggle or we just don't love math the way that other people do. Like the numbers don't work in our brains like everybody else's. And then some of our readers are the opposite. So some people that love reading don't love math as much. And so we just all, as a classroom community, we just support each other the best way we can. So we have some people that become little teacher's assistants during math and they help the other students learn. And then we have some students in reading. We do small groups, we read novels, and they help students in another way just as we just learn and grow together. And so I pull lots of small groups. And so sometimes those are based on interest. Sometimes those are based on skills that we need. So if we're struggling in something, I can pull students to small group that need a little more help. Or sometimes I pull them to small group and we do extra activities. So we just all work together and we just kind of make sure that we're hitting all of our standards that North Carolina gives us to teach. And then we work in small groups and whole group as we get better and better at each of our standards.
Thank
Okay. This is Akbar. I am a ninth grader. With your permission, may I ask a question?
We would love your question. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. How do you make social studies and science lessons more engaging and activity based?
That is a great question. Thank you for asking it. I'm going to call on two students to come up and talk to you about it. Hayden, would you like to talk about how to make social studies or science? How do we make it engaging, fun, interesting?
So the way we make social studies and science engaging is basically we learn about different people and how they changed history and different events or catastrophic events that happened now or in the past.
That was a great one. Can you give them two examples? Like what war are we learning about right now? Yeah, we're learning about the Civil War that happened in the United States right now. And we've got a timeline going and we're learning about the battles. And then I like how you brought up we do like a biography a day. And so we learn about amazing people. And your teacher should be one of the ones we're learning about because he is absolutely an amazing teacher and changing the world in lots of ways. So that would be cool if we could, we'll have to do a little biography on you, Mr. Hari Krishna. Wouldn't that be cool?
So stuff we learn about in our social studies and all that is we have this little chart on our whiteboard and we write down like the years and everything that the wars and stuff has happened and we write cool facts about it.
My name is Fazlullah. I am seventh grade. I would like to ask a question. Can I ask, ma'am?
Yes, sir. We would love to hear your question. It's so nice to meet you.
What assessment methods do you use beyond written tests to evaluate student understandings?
That's a great question. We have lots of assessments going on. This is a fifth grade classroom, so we have lots of different assessments. I'm going to let a few of my students come up so you can meet some more of them, and they'll tell you a little bit more about assessments. A test. Yes, Rosabelle, come around. This is Rosabelle, a fifth grader here. She's going to tell you about one of the tests that we take. You can talk about check-ins.
One of the tests is that we use check-ins, and check-ins are usually about 10 to more questions. We also use STAR as one of our tests.
So I can tell you a little bit more about those. Our check-ins are similar to our end of grade tests. So every year at the end of a grade, we have to take an end of grade test that measures everything they learned in that one year. And those grades are pass or fail. And we use that to assess growth for the year. And the check-ins do that 3 times a year so that we don't get all the way to the end of the year and then try to figure out what went wrong or if they needed more help or if they did really well, for instance. And so those tests give us like data throughout the year, and they're about half of what an EOG or an end of grade test is. And then STAR tests their reading and their math skills. So we take those more often. Javon, you want to come talk about one test? All right, this is Javon. He's going to tell you about another test we take.
We take the STAR test and check-ins and EOGs.
Can you talk about M class?
Yeah, we take M class for reading and see how fluent we are for reading.
And will you tell them how we measure fluency? How many words per minute?
And we also see how many words we can say per minute.
Yep, how many words they read per minute and then how accurate they are in those words. Yeah, you can come. Zoe's going to tell you a bit about another test we have. I know there's so many. We can't wait to hear about yours too. Zoe, tell them about accelerated reader.
So we have this accelerated reader, we call it AR, and whenever you read a book, you can take a quiz on it.
Keep going, you're good.
You can take a quiz on it if you gain points, but in my school we use as an AR goal, and we get rewards when we meet our AR goal.
Yeah, so they read, and then when they take tests on their books, they get points. And then if they get a bunch of points, then we get to have a reward.
Another question is, how do you encourage reading habits and independent learning among fifth grade students?
That's another great question. All right, how do I encourage it? We try to read the. Oh, you want to answer this, Ariana? Come on up. I'm just gonna read it. Yes, Lucas is gonna come around. So, Lucas, how do I encourage you to read?
So right now we're reading this book. It's called The River Between Us. And Miss Murphy encourages us by just say people are having a bad day, saying that today's gonna be fun, giving us new lessons to learn.
Yeah, come on over. Oh, I do love to read. I love to read all the time, and that's one of my favorite parts of the day is when we have reading time. What else do we do, Rosabelle, to encourage reading?
We also do groups back on the table. She pulls us we have AR time, and most days we go and read to her, and sometimes she'll read to us. And then after we're done with the book, we'll take an AR test and we'll see how much we've been listening to the book. Or sometimes she also lets us go see back over there where she has a little shelf of books. She lets us see if we like those books and see if we want to read them or if it's interesting. And she encouraged us to keep on reading.
Do you want to tell them what your favorite one was that we read earlier this year?
Okay. One of my favorites was Wish.
It's by Barbara O'Connor. I don't know if you have this book, but if you've ever read Wish by or haven't read it, you should look it up because it's a really fun little book. We like that one a lot. Good job, Roosevelt. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your wonderful responses. And now it's your turn.
We would love to. Thank you so much for the opportunity to ask you questions. Bella, are you no, Zoe's the first question. Zoe's going to come up and ask the first one. Come on up, Zoe. Do you remember it?
What are all the languages you speak or learn there in India?
In India, we usually learn 3 languages in school. We learn English, Hindi, and our regional language. In our state, Andhra Pradesh, many students learn Telugu, English, and Hindi.
Well, we are absolutely so impressed by that because we don't have that opportunity here. And so we really are very just impressed and astonished that your students get 3 languages. And I hope that they know and you know, like that is so neat to us because we do have some bilingual students, but it's because they speak another language at home. And then here it's predominantly English, but we don't have an offering for languages until they get into middle school or high school, and sometimes not even then. So I love that you guys are so lingual at such a young age because we don't value that. Like, that's my opinion, that we should here. So thank you for sharing that with us.
Yeah.
Are you next? This is Bella. She has your next question.
In classes.
Did you hear? Will you say it one more time? Come a little bit closer. The microphone's right here.
Can you tell us about your school day and classes?
You tell us about your school day and your classes. Like if you could give us like the life of or the day in a life of your students, we would love to know.
Our school usually starts at 9 a.m. and finishes around 4 p.m. We have classes like English, mathematics, science, and social studies. We also have games, activities, and sometimes special programs in school.
Ask one final question for us.
What else would you like to tell us?
India is a country with many cultures, languages, and festivals. We celebrate festivals like Diwali, Pongal, and Eid. We are happy to learn about your country and share our culture with you.
Thank you so much. We enjoy learning about cultures, and we feel so lucky today that we were able to meet you and talk to you and learn about your culture and where you live and all the things that you learn every day. And it's just such a special connection that we can talk to you from across the world.